Thank you, President Melissa. It's great to be here.
Thank you, Sergeant of Arms, Happy Dollar Master, Mike Taylor.
Right.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think my company can every once in a while.
We love it. Do we have any visiting Rotary?
Yes, we do. For the last time, Stephen Nash is going to be inducted today as a new member. Welcome him. And his significant other, Gene Nash. Welcome.
And we also have Chris Kelly, who is the treasurer of the Spencerport Rotary.
I have guest Laura Bruno, prospective member.
Welcome, Laura. And Chuck.
And I have the Honorable Linda Kohl, our district governor.
That is it.
Thank you very much.
Very well.
If we could all stand for the pledge, please. Mike Sophia, can you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The four-way test blessing that we will do today. Lord, help us live the moral code of Rotary. Whatever we might say, let it only be truth. Whatever steps we take, let them build goodwill and better friendships. Whatever goals we strive to accomplish, let them be beneficial to all concerned. Please help us to never lose sight of our many blessings, including the food and fellowship we share today. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Today, does anybody know what national days it is today? I'm going to ask you this every Wednesday. Okay, so this is how I test if you're looking at the Facebook page. Okay, it's National Candy Day. Yes, that's always good. And it's National Stress Awareness Day. Yep. National Stress Awareness. You never know, Mike. I'm sure that's a day. Okay, so birthdays. We have Mike Sophia on the 2nd. And we have Dan Dunn on the 9th. And if we look at Rotary anniversaries, we have several. We have Lee Anucci, 34 years on the 1st. Gary Kraus, 29 years on the 1st. Mike Sophia, 27 years on the 1st. Alan Wallace, 43 years on the 1st. Yep. John Zink, 23 years on the 5th. Mike Garver, 5 years on the 18th. And Andy Gray, 18 years on the 27th. Yep, Rotary anniversaries, there you go. This month's Rotary theme is Rotary Foundation. So you do see some information on the table, the tabletops, and also there is information at the welcome table, along with some giveaways that you can feel free to take. And you know, we have past theme pins, and we have this year's theme pins that Linda gave us at our very first meeting this year. Let's do the induction. I know I'm catching some people with
Visiting Rotarian.
visiting Rotarian. Who else do we have? Janet, I'm sorry, I missed you on their Zoom. Say hi.
Hi, guys.
And who else do we have? We have the Gormans, Bill and Helen. And we have Rita Garrettson. Thank you. You're everywhere. At least you're not in the parking lot this meeting, though. That really was weird. Okay, so yeah, so we have a full house. I'm seeing some faces that we haven't seen in a bit. So Rhett, so happy you're here. Happy. And all of our new members actually are here, which is absolutely great. So good stuff. There she is. We're going to have past President Patty Anthony welcome our newest member, and sponsor is Terry Granger. Come on.
You want to come up too? Or you can take pictures? All right. Thanks for coming, everyone, today. Fellow Rotarians, it is the responsibility of every Rotarian to recruit new quality members and retain our existing members to ensure continued success in meeting the many needs of our local and international communities and to extend the spirit of Rotary throughout the community. Just think of the impact Rotary has had on your professional and personal life as a result of someone inviting you to a Rotary meeting. Today, we welcome to our Greece Rotary family and to Rotary International, and we offer a membership to Stephen Nash, who has been sponsored by Terry Granger. Stephen, you have been selected to membership in this club because you have been shown to be a worthy representative of your vocation, and you also possess qualities that will permit you to exemplify all aspects of your life in the true spirit of Rotary. Rotary is a service club with each member adhering to our motto, service above self. In addition to service, you have the benefit of strong bonds of friendship, not only with the members of this club, but with Rotarians worldwide. You are joining an organization with over 1.2 million members in over 33,000 clubs in hundreds of countries. By virtue of your membership in this club, you'll be welcomed into the fellowship of any Rotary club in the world. I encourage you to increase your knowledge of Rotary by visiting the Rotary website, our Facebook page, and by reading the monthly Rotarian magazine. At this time, I would like to welcome you to the Greece Rotary Club. So congratulations and welcome to this is your certificate of membership. And here is the four-way test, the object of Rotary. Here is your pin. Due to COVID, I'm not sure that we're pinning people, but we'd love to have your wife pin you, unless Terry wants to do that. Also, here's your orientation packet.
Thank you.
And your member button is on the way, and once it comes, there's a tag in there that'll just identify you as a new member. So welcome to our club and congratulations.
Thank you
We're
very
glad
much.
to have you. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, I will.
All right.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for showing me a warm welcome, a very warm welcome over the past number of weeks. My brother-in-law, Richard Miller, down in South Carolina, was the one who actually got me interested. He is a member of the Rotary in Somerville, South Carolina. And he was talking to me and encouraging me. And he said, Steve, you ought to reach out to your local Rotary. And so I did. I sent an email to Melissa, and she gave me a warm invitation to come. That I believe the first time I was here, you know, you come in and you're new and who do I know? So sit down at a table, and Terry Granger was actually one of the people at the table there. And so I met Terry. I'd seen her name, of course, you know, real estate news. And Alicia, who was a student at Arcadia when I was school librarian there. So we said, once a Titan, always a Titan. And she actually got inducted that day. I think Pam Leathersich was also there that day. And I remember the gentleman who were doing the international outreach to Zambia very well for their presentation. So I got a bigger picture. We're not only helping out our neighbors here in the Rochester area, but it's international. And I also appreciate Brenda for sending me a number of emails and keeping me up to date. So I look very much forward. Laura, I hope you become a member, okay? And I know Laura from the Greece Central School District. So in kind of closing comments, it is service above self. I naturally fell into the outreach of getting books out to teachers and librarians, and those 8,000 books are, you know, well on their way to the hands of the children. So that was right up my alley, and it was great teamwork working that day at Terry's real estate office. So I look forward to being involved in any other activities.
I look forward also for the people who have been here for a while to be my mentors and to encourage me. So thank you very much.
Can we get this in front of the banner? Yeah, we have our district governor here today, so we would like to include her. This, and we'll go in front of the banner over here.
Jean, would you like to be in it? Reese's #1 piano teacher, Jean.
Madam President, go see your eyes. Go see your eyes. Okay.
I have a few problems here. Okay. As long as I give tax to my people, right? Very nice.
We use the microphone, I don't need it. Focus, kids, Ellen should like that. With great pleasure, as your assistant governor for the Area 9, and I should also say that I've been asked by Miss Janet over there, our new district governor coming in next year, I've been asked to go another 3 years, and I said yes. So I'm going to stay on as your assistant governor for the next, well, actually 3.5 years. But anyhow, with great pleasure, I'd like to introduce Linda Kohl, our district governor. Her bio's on the website, but if you mention Penfield, I think you basically covered Linda Kohl. She's a lifelong resident of Penfield, went to Penfield High School, served as deputy town supervisor, numerous committees, town bicentennial committee, currently chair of the community services committee, Penfield Library Board, history room advisory board. She's been with the Penfield Rotary Club since 2005. Served as president in 2008, 2009, and again in 2015, 2016. She's been on the Penfield Board of Directors for 12 years. Oh my God, it's like a prison sentence, isn't it? Yeah. Anyhow, but she's been assistant governor for Area 10, which is East Rochester, Fairport, Arundecoit, Penfield, Penn Webb, and Webster in 2017, 2018. But she's been our district governor for the last 6 months or so. It's been an incredibly challenging time. It's not like that there's no rule book right now as to what to do as a district governor, and you're just sort of winging it the best you can, and you're doing a great job with the Zooms and everything else and the training sessions and all that. So with further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Linda Kohl. Linda?
Club would like to present you with some flowers. Yeah.
So, all right. Right here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm happy to be here. Oh, yeah. Janet can hear me? Yeah, good. You know, I came here, you're the first club I came to. I mean, it was July 1st, right? It was Wednesday. It was the first meeting of the year. And I was here and I gave out some pins. And I still have some pins in my purse. If anybody didn't get a pin that day, would like one, the theme pin down here and over there. I have some with me. But, you know, I can see a difference already. You got to set nicely. The tables are nice. I've been kind of like the Rotary police as I go around to the different clubs. It's been interesting to see how different clubs are doing things. And I think this setup is improved. I don't know what you did, but it's very clear. I can hear them. And that's so important this year, to have hybrid meetings where you can communicate with all your members, those that come in person, with those who feel compelled to stay at home. And so you're doing a great job like that. You should be very happy with yourself. I think it's a challenge to a lot of folks. Okay, so one of the things that I speak every time I speak to the clubs is I want to mention what Holger Knaack, our Rotary International President's theme is, Rotary Opens Opportunities, and what he said at International Assembly last January of what his theme was, why it was, and what he wanted us to bring back to our clubs for recommendations or things to think about for the year. So that I want to read, otherwise I'm good. So Holger Knaack introduced this theme in January as International Assembly as Rotary Opens Opportunity. He said that Rotary is not just a club you join, it's an invitation for endless opportunities. It opens opportunities to serve in a project as big as Polio Now and a small community project where you plant a tree. Everything we do opens another opportunity for someone somewhere. And the opportunities he was envisioning for the clubs back before COVID was, one, create new innovative club models to help expand outreach, like clubs or community-based Rotary Club. Two, that each club have at least one strategic meeting a year asking, what should our club look like in 5 years? What steps should we take to achieve that vision? What value do we bring to our members? 3, select new members carefully. Make sure they're a good fit and with your club and that the club meets their expectations. Engage them and take care of them. And 4, continue your club's efforts to end polio by donating to End Polio Now, because we must fulfill our promise that we made to the children of the world. So that being said, about opportunities, these opportunities are with us this year, and there's a lot of conversation throughout Rotary about creating more satellite clubs, about cause-based clubs, things of that nature, which will help us increase our membership. Before I became district governor, they always ask you, what do you want to emphasize in your year? And before COVID and throughout COVID, it's been membership. Membership is the challenge that Rotary International has right now. We're losing more members than we are gaining. And so what does that tell you? That tells you we need to engage our members. We must keep the members we have so they don't float away. It's great to get new members, that keeps us vital, but we need to engage the ones we have. And when COVID took over, there you are, you had people staying at home and they're on Zoom, most of them. Not everybody could get on Zoom. It was a challenge in itself to get people educated to do that. But then they were on Zoom and they were meeting, and all our clubs were. But then people started meeting in person. And as they met in person, the clubs, you lost some of these people because they didn't feel they wanted to come in person. Now, you have the Gormans here. I know they were online back in July, and they still are. And that's good because they don't feel they can come here, but they're here, right? And I was looking at your service project with the Stars and Stripes. I was talking to Brenda about that. And yeah, you can do that. You can do that here as a group, but you can send home that to the people. It keeps them engaged. And that's what we need. We need everybody to feel like they're doing something. Because if they don't feel like they're doing something, then they're going to leave Rotary. So in this year, that is our biggest challenge. And I think your club has been doing a good job on that level. We haven't lost any clubs in our district. A number of districts have lost clubs, but we're hanging in there. And I think it's because of that. It's because our members have engaged within the Zoom aspect and, kept the connection going. In my club in Penfield, we always met for lunch at Shadow Lake. And so suddenly we were outside in a pavilion, outdoor pavilion, all for once a month. Got really cold. Now it's like, well, we're going back to Zoom. We're doing a hybrid meeting, which was good, but it's a challenge, and it's something that we have to keep in the forefront, that we need to engage our members. We in the district, we've been looking at opportunities to help the clubs, and one has been virtual fundraising. And Event Group is this organization, it's a platform that you can do happy dollars, things of that nature, but you can do sweepstakes and auctions and things like that. And it was brought to our attention by zone, zone is the level up over district. So the zone people, they got in touch with somebody that was a Rotarian involved with the event group. And so they had us listen to the presentation, and it's up on YouTube, it's on the website if you want to watch it. And we, the district, is going to participate in it. It's like the district participates in it, and then clubs can participate because the district's in it. And Tom Brown, our public image coordinator, he's been working with it for Elmira. He's in Elmira 12. So he was going to be the tester, I suppose you'd say. He has a fundraiser he's doing, and he's going to do it on an event group, see how it works, get all the kinks out and everything. So this is an opportunity though for clubs, especially during the winter months when you're looking for your fundraisers where a lot of people oriented, that you would do something online to fulfill that project. So that's something. So we're looking public image. Public image has been something I find very important. I'm one of these people that's always all over Facebook. I'm promoting social media every which way, and I do that for my town role. I've done it for Rotary, and I think this is the way you need to keep your club, vital in that they know who you are in the community. And our public image committee for the district had gone down to just Tom Brown. When I was on it years ago, there was a bunch of us, we were working on different ways to promote Rotary, but then it fell. And so I went by myself. So I sent out, you should have all received, I sent out a letter asking for people if they wanted to participate. And we have a dozen people that are interested. And the thought is that the public image committee shall be a resource. So if you want to learn how to better do Facebook Live, or if you want to know how to Zoom, or if you have some kind of virtual fundraiser you want to work with, things of that nature, you got a group of people that can help you with that. So we're working on that because this is the time that we want to make sure everybody feels that they have resources from the district, because that's really what the district is. It's a resource for clubs. And there are two initiatives for committees that I have raised during my year so far. And one was the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. And that was based on Rotary. It is really taking that to heart. We have an international task force to deal with diversity now. And, like one of the first aspects is Jennifer Jones becoming our president in a couple of years. And she could have been president as a standalone, not as a woman, but this is the first step to bring women in the presidency. It's the first time. Things of that nature. And Valerie Wafer, who is our zone director, she's the head of the task force for this. So, we should have a good connection. And from my standpoint, I invited people to come in, and we had a meeting, and there was almost 20 people involved. And there's a lot of people interested in trying to figure out how we can better reflect our community through diversity, equity, and inclusion. Well, I was talking to Bill Gorman, we've met with him in the membership committee about creating a curriculum for DEI, that a club that feels they would like to open up a little more, how can I do it, whether it's having more men, younger people, whatever, that there would be a curriculum in place that could be brought to the club for help. And this helps with membership, but it also helps with diversity, which is very important. The other thing is the environment. So Rotary is named the environment as the 7th area of focus, and it will be an opportunity for grants coming next year. There's not a lot of information about the environment if you go on the area of focus pages, but we do have SRAG, which is a fellowship who's been very active in the environment. So we're talking with SRAG. They're different because they help create clubs and district committees. And there's about a dozen people that have responded back to me, and we're meeting to talk about having list the different initiatives you could do with the environment, and talk about speakers bureaus, opportunities that we want to have somebody come and speak about certain aspects. They'll be all listed, and more of a resource for the environment. And one of the first initiatives we're going to do is for Earth Day, and I'd love Greece to be involved in this because Greece is on the waterfront, is that the districts along the Great Lakes, all the district governors got together And we want to have an Earth Day, like cleanup of the beaches and so on like that for that Saturday after Earth Day. Earth Day is always, on Thursday, but Thursday, so Saturday. And every club would do something. You could do along the rivers. Our district is awesome because we have Lake Ontario, but we have the Finger Lakes, and we got the Erie Canal, we have the Genesee River watershed. So it really goes all the way down to Southern Tier. And if everyone, like Grease Rotary wants to get together with Kiwanis or any of these other groups that are in the community and work together to do a cleanup, that could be a great moment for service, for fellowship, but also this is kind of like celebrating the environment becoming part of our area of focus. And what we'd like is everybody to take pictures of what they did and write something up, and then we'll put it all together, and then we'll have something go into Rotary magazine about what happened along the Great Lakes on Earth Day weekend of 2021 to celebrate the new focus. So that's happening. And I hope that we'll get more members in the environment too, because there's so many young people that are, very much cause-based for cleanups and taking care of our world and our earth, that, it's an opportunity. They see us doing these things, they may be more prone to want to get involved as well. So we have all that going on. So those are 3 committees that right now I'm working on. I'm trying to get together, find some champions to follow through with that. One of the things they want us to do too is to have a advocate for the club models. That's something else that Rotary is very much involved with, the cause-based kind of thing. And you look at Rock City Rotary, that's our premier club for innovative club models. They've grown to 40 people, and their average age is 29. And I spoke to them on Zoom for my DG visit. It was so alien to what we do. There was no invocation, there was no Pledge of Allegiance, there was no putting the pin on. It's like they just had some games they had, and then they introduced their new members, and they talked about who they were and how they came to be. One of them came to the club because they knew about Instagram and saw the pictures on Instagram, and it sounded interesting. These are the kind of things we got to think of for innovative ways to attract. So, it all comes down to membership and building our Rotary, and that's what we want to do this year. And it seems like this is the perfect year to do it, because we're kind of shut down for so many elements of what we normally do. Let's think out of the box of things that we can do to drive our members and find new members by working on things we hadn't worked on before. So, I challenge all of you to think along those lines about what you could do to help, think of ideas that you might do that you could virtually fundraise for, or be a part of something that would lead to environmental projects, or how you would bring in diversity into the Grease Rotary Club. Things of those natures that will bring us to, a positive outcome during a challenging time. And all our training is going to be virtual. So, we've talked about the President-elect Training 1 for the President-elect's Brenda's going to. It's going to be at Mount Hope. It's going to be at Mount Morris. Mount Morris has been the high school that we've been going to for a few years. But because of COVID, we had to go to Zoom. So we're going to have a Zoom meeting on Saturday morning to go over different topics that are normally discussed at such an event. And our district training assembly, same thing. It'll be, that's not ironed out yet, but that could be several days or it could be one day, but it will be on Zoom. And that's a good thing, because you think about how people, especially the ones in the southern tier that have driven up to see us more in the central to the northern end of the district, would get up at 7:30 in the morning and have a 2-hour drive or so on to get up to a district training assembly. Now they can just get out of bed, get a cup of coffee and turn on their computer if they have to, and then they're ready. It's a little different than it was, and so this is an opportunity to get more people involved to attend. Attendance should be up. I was thinking about our budget. The governor-elect devises a budget, and you go to district training assembly where you meet with your president-elects to vote on the budget. Well, we didn't do it that way this year because we didn't have a DTA. So I emailed everybody. I talked to them on the phone. I probably got to know more of my president-elects better because we are forced into this predicament. And if we do it, I think we're gonna have more people voting on Jan's budget too, because this is just an opportunity to get more people involved. And so as much as we don't like, we got Zoom fatigue, you know, Zoom has helped us connect and keep our organization going on the bureaucratic level at least, you know, getting all the things done we need done. So, and MD Pats, they'll be virtual too. Everything's virtual, except hopefully, my district conference. And so, you know, every year you have district conference for the governor's year. And normally it'd be a couple of days, and it'd be somewhere outside the district. And we had it all planned, my committee, in Penfield Rotary. We had it set to go to Westchester County, but then when the COVID hit, we decided to get out of that and work on something closer to home. And so we're having it within our district. So anybody that comes can go home the same night, or they can stay overnight. And we can have it at the Radisson Corning, which is, you know, Corning Radisson in Corning, New York, which is, you know, a couple hours away for us, but all the southern, it's like, you know, 20 minutes to a half hour for them. And we'll have it on May 8th, and it's a Saturday. We'll have all the things we normally do as far as having breakouts or the general session awards. We'll do that day. And the thought is that we'll have a hybrid meeting. That if things are like they are now, we want to have people feel safe, that we may have a limitation of how many people can stay at the hotel, and then the rest can be on hybrid back home to participate. If things open up and things are good, then, you know, everybody will come and we'll have a big party, because this is an awesome area. It's walkable to the Corning Glass and to the art museums and all the restaurants and little shops. You just walk out the back door and it's Market Street. So it's a lot of opportunity to have fun and fellowship if things go positive in our world. And that's what we're praying for and hoping for, something like that. So all of that is what's happening in our Rotary district right now. And my closing remarks are that the Rotary clubs who are able to embrace change and enthusiastically support opportunities will come out stronger than before. Opportunities to engage and increase membership will take place by introducing new forms of communication. The action of vibrant committees on diversity or the environment will open increased opportunities for projects and fundraising district-wide. There's even an opportunity to create two cause-based Rotary clubs based on DEI and the environment. We will look at new ways of raising funds to support the foundation. And by being creative, we will find different ways to conduct our projects. With conducting training virtually, there will be an opportunity to increase attendance. And the new way of meeting virtually will result in more connectivity of members district-wide. Ultimately, Rotary opens opportunities for new ways of accomplishing what Rotarians embrace, which is service of love self. So that's my talk. I want to add an addendum though. I have one more thing, and it'll be going out tonight. I've been kind of frustrated. I wanted this to go out earlier. We are having our first virtual foundation fundraising event. This is kind of exciting in my mind because the core districts, you know, 71, 20, 50, 70, and 90, which is the Capital Region, Binghamton, Syracuse, and Rochester area, we're all getting together for one big event. You know, we've had breakfast, we've had dinners, but the district governor in Binghamton asked Jennifer Jones, be president in 2023, if she would be the speaker. And Jennifer replied, I will, if you ask the other districts. So we all got to, yeah, of course, right? And so the only time she can have it is the 24th. It's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, but it'll be an hour long. And what I'm waiting for is Tom Brown, the public image. He's setting up a link so you can register. Got the letter from Rogers and I, we're all ready to go, our foundation trip. But we just needed that one little piece. And once I got that in the letter, I'll send it right out to all of you and you can start registering. It'll be $25 to register just to be a part of it. And then it'll be a special time if you want to meet with Jennifer, 6:30 to 7, $250. But the rest will be 7 to 7:30. Don Alhart agreed to be our MC and she will speak. And then after that, 7:30 to 8, we'll go into breakout rooms. So each district will have their own breakout room where we can talk about the awards and so on that clubs have got for what they've achieved in their foundation fundraising. So it's an hour long plus that other half hour if you want to participate. But I think this is really exciting and you'll all get to meet Jennifer. And you know, she's a lot of us, especially those of us who've been involved for a while, know her, and she's just she's the best. She has a lot of enthusiasm and she thinks out of the box and she's very well spoken. And I think you'll like her and look forward to her year. So I hope you'll all sign up to be a part of that foundation event on November 24th. And I will get it out as ASAP. So otherwise, if you have any questions or anything, glad to answer. I'm happy to be here. You know, I really wanted to get over here. It's been crazy. I've gotten to most of the clubs. And I'll tell you, most of them I've met in person, but with a hybrid. And there's some that still are totally closed, you know, but still, it works. It works. Our district's doing well. We should be happy. So, that's it for me.
Thank you so much.
I'll need a picture with you over there before we leave, yeah. Well, Kevin. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Happy Dollar Helper. Do you want to go around the room?
I'm going to start with our Zoomers.
Ooh,
The
Zoomer.
Zoomers are sort of, we don't want you to be forgotten. So I would like to start with this wonderful crew that's up here. Is anybody happy about anything, or you can mail me a buck in the mail, okay? I don't want to do that. Some need some money, okay? Anybody interested?
Hold on. Since I'm on Zoom, do you want me to mail it to you or can I get you from here?
You can do it from here. All right, Greg will start with our Zoomers. Greg, start.
Okay. 2 weeks ago, I was on the cover of, not cover, was on the front page story on Washington Business Journal.
You were.
So if you haven't seen or you have access, on the Washington Business Journal 2 weeks ago, Salsa.
I did.
How happy are you? How happy are you? $1 or $2 or $20? That's wonderful. Thank you very much. That's terrific. All right. Bill, are you happy about anything?
I sure am. I'm just delighted to hear Linda's message, bringing the message of Holger Knaack. I think that's great. It was good to see her. Good to see everybody. Technology is working well today. So I've got $5. I will send in some money to Jim so that it can get logged in. And thanks so much. Really appreciate seeing everybody.
Thanks,
Very
Bill.
well. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
You
And
bet.
Judy, it's so nice to see her smiling face. How's Judy?
Oh, let me unmute. Thank you. Glad to be here. And I have one bit of happiness. As you know, we Thanksgiving program was to be a little bit different this year. Didn't have to get after you all to bring in food. And so I was delighted to hear that the board approved $250 to go to the food shelf to be able to cover basically the 6 families that we normally would have been given. So that is happy news for me.
All right. Fantastic. And I'm working right across Rita or Helen.
I must tell you, I'm having trouble hearing. It's all kind of garbled. So there's a lot of conversation I hear on the other side, but I'm not really getting words distinctly. So that's okay.
Well, thank you for being here anyway. We appreciate it.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute.
I have a happy dollar today to thank Greg and Melissa and Rita for working so hard to improve the Zoom presentation portion of the meeting. And it was very clear today, and especially appreciated the video, being able to see who's there, because we miss everybody. So it was nice to see happy faces today too.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
All right. Anybody else up there that's on Zoom? All right. I will work to the, I have 2 happy dollars for 2 very important people. First is Linda, who, thank you very much for taking the time out of your having to do Zoom, having to do everything sort of hybrid, so congratulations, thank you for being here. Anybody here? Yes, Amy, are you happy about anything? Mr. Happy Dollar Man? Yes.
He's a happy dollar helper.
I have $5 to, thank the guys that came over early to, cut flags and all of this stuff.
All right, would you sort of give a quick explanation as to what we were doing over there?
Oh, yeah. Don't see nasty. Basically, through Chuck's leadership, we started a program with a registered chapter of Stars for the Troops. Right? And we did is we collected a lot of old flags, torn, faded, that can't be flown anymore. We're removing the stars. Thus, the flags are being properly disposed of. They're being incinerated with necessary prayers said over them. And then, Chuck can show you an example, but it's going in a little plastic bag. Prototypes on the table, look at that. And those are going to be given to our veterans, so that they know that they are not forgotten. So I think we have about, we got about 200, but we got to use 10,000 flags, I think, you know?
What I like about this project too is you said that folks that are Zooming or are virtual, they want to participate in the project. Did you want to talk about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, when I sent an email out to everybody, Helen, they talked to Helen on the phone, but then Brad Shea reached out to me, so, you know, everybody here, I'm gonna be dropping off flags at the homes. So again, we've got the bingo cards, thanks to my company that helped us print a little card out there that we've got, really just a sharp card.
Yeah.
And all that, got information behind it, we're not self-promoting ourselves, but we're saying it's coming from us. But people, take some flags home with you, please. If you're bored watching the election, or
Right.
whatever, you know, sit there and cut it out and share. So, but again, you know, we're gonna drop some stuff off at people, and if the flag store that 80 went down, they said come back every month, and they'll have 2-3 boxes for us every month. My other thought too is I'm possibly gonna reach out to maybe Penfield or Fairport Rotary, to see if they want to handle, say, the west side of town or the east side of town, okay? But I did give Mike a whole bag full that he can take to the funeral home, put on a table. Jimmy Ryan actually said he wants some too, for his funeral home. He's up with it. Huh? I mean, we cut out 300 stars last week, but we probably have 10,000 stars here right now. And again, it's a two-part process. You gotta cut the blue out of the old flag. I think you pretty much did in most cases, and then we're gonna burn the other stuff. So, and it's not that, I got a lot of pushback from Rotary members, some veterans, about desecrating the flag. It is not desecrating the flag.
Right.
They're giving the flag new life, okay? And that's coming right from and Andy actually went online.
Yes, I went in and researched the US flag code.
Yep.
Most people don't know that there is such a thing.
The Girl Scouts do it too.
In this case, it's give them new life. For anybody, including our Zoomers that are going to be cutting flags at home, it is important that you save the scraps, because the blue scraps also need to be properly disposed of by incineration.
Andy, where can I find that code? Because there was a question that came up.
Just Google US flag code.
Government.
Yes, yes.
There's a lot of organizations out there that have opinions.
I know when I had a Girl Scout retreat,
There is a special prayer that Chuck's going to say over the remains.
I think we should do a bonfire, Chuck.
Yeah. We got
Yeah,
enough
if
for
you see a
one.
big, keep my house for a lot over the weekend, you know that.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much for the explanation, and please feel free to get involved. It's a great thing. So, thank you, Andy. All right. No. All right. Anybody else here happy about anything sad? Well, we're okay. Yes.
Well, as I've said before, I'm very happy to be here and now to be an official member. I'd like to give a couple of dollars for Chuck leading this thing as a Vietnam era veteran myself. It's very much appreciated. You know, we think about the veterans, okay? For my people, I'm a member of the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 20. It was very difficult for Vietnam veterans as they came back home. And many of them are still struggling. There's tremendous need there. So something that would appreciate the veterans coming from the population is always appreciated.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service. I'll take that and then have a piece of candy. There we go. Hey, Gene, how about a piece of candy?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Terrific. All right. Thank you. How about this table? Anybody happy about anything other than seeing my smiling face? So, you were laughing with that smirk? I can't find anymore, so I'll accept the smirk as a thank you for being here, my kid.
Why can't you find?
I'm a happy master. We don't find anymore, so that can be from the board's edict next year.
And I have $50 for, I got a couple of them. Stevens new membership, $5. Our governor joining us today, $5. I don't know if I have enough. $5 to the flag initiative. That's great. And I will also, I think there's 5. And I will also give you $20 for a surprise birthday party that our two sons gave my wife and I. Wonderful. It happened to be our 60th. And they had the help of a friend, this young lady, that helped with the surprise. So that's $20.
Yeah, and if you didn't get a chance, some of the pictures on Facebook were fabulous. It was just wonderful. Great job. Terrific. Thank you.
My boys.
I'm good.
So
wait, hang on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put an offer out there. Yes, sir. I will give $20 happy if, as you walk away from this table, you go back to sign. From this point on. Moving forward, you have to find once you walk away. Okay, I'm in. No more happy not from this point on. Just today. What's that? Not forever and ever. Just today. That's fine. Okay, I'll get $20 right now if you're willing to find. I'm willing to find. All right. So, and here's half. Here's half now, and you will see if you get the rest. Okay, very good. I will accept that challenge. All right, very good. All right. How about over here? Wait a minute. Because you're a new member, I'm gonna fine you $3. Okay, so $3. I would like to tell me why I'm finding you $3. I really don't know why, but so why am I finding you $3? I have
no idea.
Well, all right. Well, then you're happy about something.
Yes,
you're here.
I'm not allowed to be happy.
Yeah, you can be happy, but I want to find you to be happy. So you're happy about what?
I'm happy it's sunny outside and it's November. 1, Steve Nash is our newest member. 2, and my basement is finally getting remodeled.
Yay! All right. Congratulations, Lisa. All right. That's a $3 fine. Very nice. Sounded a little bit, and it's leaning towards happy. There we go. All right. Yes. I'm going to fine you for being here. I'm going to fine you for being here. Thank you.
I'm going to send out for new members and doing your stars and strips activity, keeping everyone engaged. It's awesome. And I'm glad to be here.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. We're glad you're here. Brenda, I'm going to fine you because you took me away from my flag cutting duties and brought me over to the table to be Sergeant of Arms. I don't mind doing it, I can multitask, which is fine. So I'm thinking I'm going to find you probably $3 to $4, okay? $3 will work.
Okay. I'm also finding myself because I'll be missing next week's networking.
Okay.
And I'll top it off with thank you, Linda, for coming here. And I'm excited for not as excited as I would be in person training this Saturday, but virtual will do fine. And so to welcome Steve and Jean, his support system. If every new member was as involved as Steve was before he was a member, this club would be so rocking. It's not even crazy.
Excellent. It's candy? There you go.
Of course.
All right. How about, all right, I'm gonna find you. Okay. You don't want to find you. You got a better beer tonight. I'm jealous. Okay. So that fine, that beer fine is gonna cost $2, okay?
Sounds good, all right.
Now, are you happy about anything else that's going on?
Absolutely, yeah.
What are you happy about?
We've got our annual gala coming up for the Guardians of Hope
Okay.
this Friday. We didn't think we were gonna be able to have it with COVID, but we're very excited that we're able to have it to raise money for New Hope Children's Village, so.
Got it. Well, terrific. All right, fabulous. I appreciate that. All right, now, I have a piece of paper here that, would you please read this for me? And if you can tell me, I believe there's a Rotarian that's involved with that.
So Minuteman Press ribbon cutting and relaunch celebration, now under new membership, and it's a live event. Come and meet the new owner, Michael Barrett.
And when is that?
That would be Thursday.
That's
November
tomorrow
5th,
at 9.
9
So
a.m.
I
to 10
believe
a.m.
we have somebody here that is being Michael Barber. Are you that Michael Barber with Minuteman Press? All right, I believe that I'm gonna find you $5 for that, okay?
We'll find me, absolutely fine. How much more do we need to make up for that $20 fine?
That will work.
All right, there we go.
All right, appreciate it, very good. All right, Brett, you haven't been around for a while. We're very glad that you're here. Thank you for coming. How have you been handling the whole COVID thing and work? Are you doing everything virtual or are you?
We're half and half.
Good.
So it's just whatever people's schedule. We have one lady who's out of the office full time. I go in the afternoons. I'm at home in the morning with my kids. And then I have one lady who's in 3 days a week.
Got it.
Just
All right.
everyone's trying to balance all the schedules.
Got it. Well, I'm gonna find you, how about $20?
No, Brett, tell them what the great stuff you're doing.
Yes, and more. Come on. Thank you. We need to know about the stuff.
Great stuff.
Tell them what you're doing.
Oh, I'm collecting food for the Greece food shelf. So we do it every year,
Mhm.
you know, for it. So part of the club, but I'm just doing it through my agency this year, and we're going to donate it to the food shelf. So
That's absolutely great. Well, thank you very much. Great stuff like that. That's what Rotarians do. So we're appreciative of what you do. So great.
And I guess part of this will be happy dollars. So my youngest child is pretty much out of a crib now.
All right.
I've had 11 years, at least one crib in my house. So this is a monumental milestone for us, so we're happy.
What about diapers?
Yeah, diapers.
We are so close.
Let me tell you, that's a wonderful thing to be diaper free. Let me tell you.
I think
All
by
right.
the time we're out of diapers, I'll be in diapers.
No, that's it. You know, that's kind of a vicious circle at times. So thank you very much. That's a great fine that I imposed on you. All right, very good. All right, yes, Chuck, I'm gonna find you $2 or $3 for putting this whole thing together because it's a great thing and great thing.
I'm not gonna say more ideas.
Yes, you're right.
Well, I'm gonna pay $5 for our new member Steve, as well as Linda being here.
Right.
Okay, as well as the crew coming in and Andy going down and filling up his car with all these flags, and I'm gonna burn like crazy on over the weekend. And my happy dollar is my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, who has a little bit of autism, just got accepted into MCC.
Wow. That's great.
Put an interview with Athena, put an interview with the MCC lady at Athena, and the counselor basically accepted her right on the spot.
That's wonderful. Congratulations. That's something we're very proud of. Way to go. And Mr. Wallace.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Oh,
finding.
I'm not done. I'm not
Okay.
done.
I can't.
I'm not done.
All right.
Another $1. You heard us laughing over here. Alan ordered the nacho plate. I don't know if you've seen that on the menu yet. You guys seen the nacho plate?
Did you eat that?
The table?
It's the size of that plate, and it's about 4 inches high. And I think Alan needs help walking into the car. I even helped him out a little bit, and it looked like we didn't put a dent in it, did we? Not at all.
Good for another week or so.
All right, there you go. So again, more if anybody wants a nacho plate, make sure you share it with somebody.
Yeah,
We're gonna
please.
get 2 or 3 people to share it.
Got it. Terrific. All right. So, Mr. Wallace, I'm gonna. How many stars did you cut over there with me?
Probably cut stars.
Yeah. Well, no, packed stars up.
Oh, 150 to 100.
Okay, so we'll do a penny, I'm gonna find you a penny a flag, so that's $2. Penny a star, excuse me.
About three.
$3, very good. We'll take that and don't forget a piece of candy.
I went to the bank with a $50 bill. I says, could I have some change? She gives me $51 bills.
Wow.
51.
Very good, very good. Piece of candy. And, you're very welcome. And, President Melissa.
You did say $51 bills.
President Melissa. All right. So you gave this beautiful bouquet to our district governor. And as you were pulling it out, I saw water spill all over the floor behind the counter. It's dried up now, but now they have to shampoo the rug. So I think that's got to be. I saw it with my own. Today I'm the fine master. Are you doubting the fine master?
Oh.
All right. So that will be $2. All right. Fine. Very good. Is there anybody else that needs to be fined? I'll be happy next week, but right now I'm fine.
So I want to give you that other half of the form. Yeah. So we have the four-way test.
Yeah.
This is the 3 F's. Fining can be fun.
Right.
And financially beneficial. The 3 F's.
I like it. Very good. All right. Thank you very much. Fining, fun, and financially beneficial.
Yeah.
I know it's a split.
We brought in Happy Snappy. We just brought in more money.
Okay. All right. With that, I am now done.
Thank you, Happy Dollar. Also, we had Jerry Ann was in the Rochester Business Journal recently. Did y'all see that? Jerry Ann was in the. Yeah. We're in the court. And then Kim Peters, she sent us a thank you note, and how much she misses everybody because we sent her a gift basket for her back surgery. So she sent us a nice little note. I also want to point out, you all should have received an email from Ridgemont that starting Monday the 9th, Mondays and Tuesdays they're closed. Wednesdays they're open for us at 11 o'clock for lunch, but Thursday and Friday they are not open for lunch. Did you all get that email to see their hours?
I think it was at a member.
Right. Well, and if you have if you're a Rotary member, then you have to sign up for the.
So the one thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Yeah.
Be sure.
We'll make sure we're not splitting the nacho plate maybe, and we're ordering 5 of them. So, and then our social or network is gonna be here next week. And then I know Terry and Pam are gonna be working on a holiday gathering for the December meetings, so, for here. So that'll be a lot of fun. And Chuck, just, you're gonna tell everything we got going on with
Saturday at the Sunshine Camp, I've already got an email back. We're gonna have some interactivities down there, but we're trying to clean up our garden at the Sunshine Camp. It's fall cleanup day at Sunshine Camp in Rush. We're gonna get there about between 8 and 9, probably out of like 11 noon. They're having lunch. But if you can make the Sunshine Camp, we're gonna pull weeds, break weeds, get stuff taken out. Help a couple other clubs, their gardens are in pretty sad shape too. So again, come out, I appreciate it.
Great, thank you. All right. Are we ready for 50/50?
Yes, let's pull in winning ticket.
All right, hold on. District Governor Linda, would you please take out a number? We ripped off 20 tickets, so we could be at this for a while. All right, the last 4. 7157. 7157. Going once, going twice. I got 158. Nobody home. All right, let's try again, Linda. That's okay. I ripped off too many tickets, so I apologize. All right, 7128. 7128. Okay, next. Now you ripped off too many. I'm not gonna throw anybody under the bus. We'll hand you all the tickets, Brenda. All right, 7142.
All right. Well, we are